Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Play Stranded Deep. My name is Exeore. Fuck, I've jumped off. My name is Exeore, and this is No Lives Left. Stranded Deep, Stranded Deep. Stranded Deep is a fantastic survival game set on like this big ass set of islands. We're gonna head over to this thing at first, actually. And basically, the goal is this: you're in a plane crash, and God, the graphics are really taking a shit, aren't they? What's going on with that? That's okay though. We'll deal with it for now. The idea is that you were in a plane crash, right? And now you're stuck on this series of islands, and you just kind of have to try and survive. There's no escape. There's no like any end game kind of shit like that. But there are sharks, many sharks, and it gets pretty fucking scary. Carburetor, neat. Bucket of seawater, a flare gun. Don't know what that's for. And an engine. Wow. Okay, well that's a little game breaking, so we're gonna try and do that as little as possible. And I think that's all we're gonna get out of this, except for the tires. We'll come back for those. Okay, so basically the game is just this like really charming survival game. There's not a ton to do quite yet, but I mean it is early access, so we're all looking forward to all of this great content that's gonna come out. And you know, it's your basic punch a tree, hit a rock thing, but I don't know. There's something really charming to be had about that, like running over crabs with your life raft. There's something great. There's something great about that. Okay, so we're gonna kind of head to the center of the island here to start out. We're just gonna kind of throw this shit on the ground. If I pop on my inventory, we can see we already got some parts for like this is some endgame shit right here. I don't know if you know, but it's pretty fucking important. Bucket of seawater. It spilled out, so now it's just a bucket. But that's okay. We didn't really want to drink seawater yet anyway. We can use the bucket for more useful things. So let's go around on the island and start collecting stuff while I talk a little bit about Stranded Deep. Stranded Deep is one of these survival games that come out in the recent kick of early access survival games to take the water approach, and that is to say, like, it's a pretty common fear of people being out in the ocean. Wow, 2 buckets for 1. That's pretty sweet. It's a pretty common fear of people just being out here, right? Can you just imagine, like, in a castaway scenario, you're just stuck out here, right? No one else. Just you, set of islands, sharks, maybe. You'd go insane, right? But on top of that, how would you even begin to survive? Look how fucking small this island is. How long before you used up all your resources? How long before you out of food? Would you even be able to make a fire? Lucky for this guy, he fell off his plane when he had a lighter. Let's take a look at his lighter. See, look at this. Can I activate it? I think it is activating it, but it's just not showing oh, it's not showing. There is a fire there. It just took me a second to realize because there was sand in the way. Okay, cool. But yeah, you can see how like this would be kind of difficult, right? And there's islands everywhere. Like, look how many fucking islands there are. Wow, there's a lot of islands. It's like more so than I even want to say that there is. And we're going to take a look at our watch here, and it'll tell us this is kind of how you get your HUD at the game. And they went through with a non-typical HUD, which is cool because I mean this kind of like this helps you immerse yourself, right? And if you can't see anything else, because I mean in real life there's no heads-up display. As much as I wish that there was a heads-up display in real life to let you know how you're doing. Maybe you're accidentally skipping lunch or something, and your girlfriend's giving you shit because you're a little underweight and you need to remember to eat properly. And I mean, she's just looking out for you in the end of the day, but you get a little irritated. I mean, but it's not a big deal. Okay, so we're gonna gather up all this stuff. We're gonna grab up some this food. Let's go ahead and before we go, we're gonna make a stone tool, right? Oh shit! I grabbed all that shit back. So I need to go drop it off. Your inventory is very limited in this game, which makes sense. We'll go ahead and eat that, and just kind of throw all of this shit on the ground here in the center. Okay, that'll be good. Where to put that tool? There it is. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is take a stone tool, and we're gonna just go ahead and beat the shit out of this fucking yucca plant. Right now, I don't know if you know, but yucca plants have very fibrous strands, right? Like fibrous leaves. You can kind of tie these up to make these a rope. This is the kind of thing I like about the survival games, is that, I mean, you really feel like you're learning something. Like, I don't know if you guys know, but, like, you can't go out and drink seawater, right? And you can't You can't do all that. But in this game, eventually we're going to construct a fucking filter. And this blew my mind because I didn't know you could do this. A filter to filter out the seawater by using condensation, 2 buckets, a tarp, a bunch of sticks, and a fire pit. And we're going to condense the water. Yeah, we're gonna condense it. We're gonna have the water evaporate onto the tarp, and it's gonna condense there, and then it's gonna drip back into the second bucket. That's fucking magic right there. That's what that is. I don't know. When I found out about that in the game, I was pretty fucking blown away. I'm sorry if you can hear my mouse clicking furiously. I really can't help that at the moment. Anyway, there's not too much to do with this game quite yet. It's really just kind of survive as best you can, and you get kind of a challenge thing going on, a personal challenge thing. See how many days you survive. You're at 0 so far. I don't really have a personal best yet. I've kind of like explored the game a little bit in terms of elements and how it works and the controls and all that nonsense, but I've never really sat down and tried to, survive as long as I could. Okay, let's go ahead and craft as many lashings as we can. So, this is the interesting thing to me, is that you take a look at like this menu and you can see all the stuff you can craft. We can craft a spear. That's something we'll do in a little bit. Just lashings, like charming. I love the charm of this kind of game. We don't need that 1 leaf, that's fine. And we'll grab that before we go, because there's no reason not to grab and eat a fruit. Oh, can I not even? Oh, I did. Is there more stuff on this island than when I threw all this shit down? Is it already like repopulating? Grab as much of this shit back as we can. Are we good? I think we're good. Okay, so this is pretty good. Let's hit up that big island over there, because it's gonna pop in a little bit when we get close. All this stuff's gonna load in properly, but right now you can't really see too much. But it is a big island, so there's bound to be lots of resources, and it seems like a good place to start out and make our home base. So we're gonna get back in the raft. We're gonna push this back out to sea. We're gonna quickly check and see if there's any sharks in here, because I want to get a good look at a shark in this game. I haven't seen one yet. Not really. We'll get out there. We'll get out there eventually. I'm not too worried about it. Okay, let's go ahead and hop in, and then we'll we'll activate the raft. So now we're in raft mode. So now we're gonna go ahead and raft our asses right over to that next island. And this is the beautiful thing about this game. Look at this. We're just out here. We're just a dude. Can you just imagine? Just immerse yourself. Get out here and just imagine like you're on an island and you're out of resources and you're desperate for them, and you get back in your like really old life raft. It's like a really shitty boat, and the ocean's tossing you around, but you just keep paddling and you don't know what's in the ocean because you can't see that well. And there it goes. Everything's popping and loading and freezing for a good second there. And you just, like, damn, I'm good about immersing myself in games, I think. Not so much when I'm Let's Playing, let's be honest. It's kind of hard to talk to yourself like that. Although I guess if there's a scenario in which you're talking to yourself while playing a video game or while trying to survive in real life, it would be if you were out here just, like, by yourself. Because, like, who's going to judge you, right? It's not like people are really watching you, but maybe they are. I don't see any satellites up there. Don't worry about it. I don't think there's anybody watching us. So, we're going to this next island. It's a big island, and just... I want to make home here. I'm going to make a house. I'm going to make a home, and it's going to be big and beautiful, and I'm going to be so happy. And we're going to make like a good boat so I don't get tossed around like a fucking rag doll out here. We're going to make a spear, and we'll go out and catch fish and crabs. And maybe try and spear a shark. That'd be fucking epic. I'm excited, you guys. I love games like this. I love Subnautica. I love this. I love the multiplayer ones as well, like Rust. That shit's cool. It's like a whole different element, though, where it's kill or be killed in a player. But this is like player versus nature, player versus environment, technically. But it's just... I don't know. It's beautiful to remember. What is that? Over to the right over there. What is that? Oh, man. We're going to go find out. As soon as a million years are up. Sun's already starting to set. Oh, that's another thing about this game. Look how fucking gorgeous this is. The water effects on this. Damn. Could you imagine showing somebody like 10 years ago this fucking game and just being like, this is the future, man. Isn't it beautiful? People would cry. People would cry. I'm about to cry right now. Look how beautiful this sunset is. Hello? Well, I'm about to cry out of fear. No, that's fucking scary. What the hell was that sound? We might never know. What is that? That's a door. That's going to be a door and the whole boat's going to pop in. I'm betting. Waiting for it. Come on, load, damn it. There's like buoy balls on the deck, but I can't see the boat itself yet. That's kind of a problem this game has. What the hell? Now, what is that? It's like a tipped over wreck behind the wreck. Oh, man, I'm fucking curious now. Come here, raft. Okay, we're going to name our ships, by the way. So we need to name the raft. Since it saved us out of a plane crash, we're going to name it Hope. That is our raft, Hope. And it's a beautiful raft, and it's a nice raft. Oh, man. This is great. Actually, this is terrible. Why are we like, we're just out here, and we're like, oh, well, at least we get to enjoy the scenery. No, fuck that. We're out here, like, by ourselves, and we're, like, living day by day. Oh, I'd be pissed. I'd be angry as hell. But you know what? It's a game, so let's immerse ourselves. And you know what? We didn't have such a good run in the relationship department. We didn't have such a good run in the career department. I mean, even though we had a private jet, and we didn't really have such a good run in education. Nothing, right? We're just kind of schmucks. And finally, we're out here, and we're just on our own with nothing but the stars and the sun, the sky, the sea, and the sharks. And that's, to me, that's the dream, isn't it? To live out here with sharks. No, not really. Just about everything else, though. So I can't really see a goddamn thing. Not even one thing, really. If we're being honest, I might be able to see, like, stars if I look up, but that's about it. So let's go ahead and see what we can craft with what we have. Because I think we can make a campfire, and that'll help us immensely right now. I don't know if that's a good spot, but if it's not, we're still able to move it, so. There we go. That's a bit better. It's not a bad spot either. Okay, fine. We'll set it up there. That'll be good. So we can go ahead and upgrade this into a campfire pit by using some of our rocks. Bam. Now it's kind of a permanent thing. And we can also add a spit while we have the lashings and stuff, because that's going to help us get food. That's important, to get a spit as early as you can, honestly. And in the morning, actually we could do it right now, because this is kind of, look at the moon. The moon's giving us all this kind of light now. I don't even need the fire right now. Let's go ahead and put that out. Not while we're holding the lighter. Okay. When we put that out, look at the moon. It's going to give us some light. Let's see about making a knife. Do we have everything we need to make a knife? Because that'd be useful. Yes. Okay. We'll make the knife. And right here. And we're going to cut down some more yucca plants because we're going to need many, many more lashings to make an axe, to make a hammer. Hammer is good for building structures and stuff. There's a lot to this game in terms of like crafting and stuff. I think the goal for this Let's Play is going to be try to craft one of everything. So we're going to try and get that done. I'm going to try and hold back on the furious clicking, so that you guys aren't bothered too much by that. I know my microphone's a little close to my mouse. I'm sorry. I went down like a bitch. Lashing. So when you're crafting stuff, you could use stuff that's on the ground. This is kind of a unique element to Stranded Deep. I should have grabbed those tarps that were on the other island. But that's okay. We have one here. It's not that big a deal. And I think we still have all those buckets. So that'll be good. Let's go ahead and drop everything off here so we can have a good inventory. That's something you got to do pretty often in this game. No, close this. So let's go ahead and throw all of this on the ground. So because you can craft in kind of like in an area of effect kind of thing, so I can now use all of the stuff that's on the ground as well as stuff that's in my inventory to craft stuff. So because of that, you could just kind of throw everything in a big ass pile and then stand near it. Do I have all the materials I need for a jet? Well, let's stand next to our big ass junk pile and see. Well, I sure do. That's pretty much what this game is. Boop. Throw all these buckets on the ground. Throw these. Oh, I did grab those tarps. I'm so stupid. Don't worry about me. I'll be okay. So now we just have the knife. Let's go ahead and collect as many yucca plants as we can as early as we can. We want these growing back as soon as possible. And we're also going to try and stay on top of our health. Because the last time I played this, I got so into, like, exploring and looking around and shit, I forgot to take care of myself, and it did not end well. But it looks like we're doing okay so far. And we can always, like, collect fruit and coconuts and stuff. Yeah, coconuts are a thing. You can actually just climb right up a palm tree and take the coconuts out of it. Or cut down the palm tree, but, I mean, that's a little bit more... Oh, shit. Here comes our neighbors. Fucking bats. Bats and seagulls. They're going to be the most annoying parts of this fucking Let's Play, I'm telling you. Like, I don't have a problem with bats. Like, I don't mean, like, aside from the obvious getting tangled in my hair and being, like, really annoying thing. But, I don't have, like, any personal problem with bats. Or seagulls, for that matter, even though they're kind of, like, scavengers. And they'll just try to take the shit right out of your hands. And they think they're so fucking full of themselves, aren't they? But no, I don't really have any personal problems with, like, animals or anything. But damn, do they make a lot of annoying sounds. Go away. You're annoying as hell. Damn. In this particular scenario of playing a video game, I don't like bats. Okay? Okay, good. Here's some more yucca. So this game really becomes about managing your resources. But not on a very extreme level. It's not very difficult to go from, like, island to island and collect all the resources, and really you can just kind of sustain yourself by eating the fruit that's on every island. I'd like to see a little bit more challenge when it comes to that. Maybe like one island. Maybe I should do a Let's Play of this game where I just stay on one island the whole time and just deal with whatever the hell I got. Because that would be difficult. Be a little bit more difficult anyway. It would also be like immensely more boring, so I don't know about that. Tell you what, I'd be out in the ocean a lot. If that was the case. That's another thing, is that there's a lot of, there's a couple elements in this game that are still missing that I feel like, I mean, like I keep saying, it's early access, so I can't, like, get mad. I'm not, you know, I bought the game knowing full well that it was not yet complete, so these are just elements of the game I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see, like, full weather effects. I want to see it rain, right? And I want it to affect my character in whatever way that might do, because that might cool you off or whatever, but it's also, like, it's raining. Oh, man, my guy's, like, depressed because it's raining and he's, like, getting all waterlogged. And maybe, like, maybe you can get sick, right? If it rains too much and your immune system kind of trying to fight the cold and it's too busy to deal with the virus that just entered your system. Yeah, I don't know if that's how getting sick actually works. I'm barely even ever sick. I don't even really care. But I mean, these are just elements of video gaming and, like, survival games that are pretty common. I mean, we got our basic stuff here, right? Like health, food, water, sleep, you know, energy and all that. I almost said water, food, hunger. Food and hunger are the same thing in video game sense. So there's lots of yucca plants. Damn. This is Yucca Island. I don't really mind, though. We're going to end up using a lot of lashings for all kinds of different stuff. Oh, looks like we're falling these again. Yeah, we are. Whoop. Okay, we'll just do that for now, and then we'll collect the rest of these fibers. Oh, that's right, it uses them up first. It's okay, and this one right here. So this is kind of like a reflection on how man must have first started evolving. Like, obviously, we're not cavemen, right? We're a guy that was in a plane, and we have some basic semblance of how being a human works. Do you know what I mean? We're not figuring it out for the first time. It's just kind of a thing. So we know to make tools, and we know to make fire, and we know to make shelter. We haven't done that yet, but we're getting there. And it's kind of a sense of, what would I do? That's what I keep coming back to, is how would I do this if I was really in this situation? And that's, you know, that's kind of a part of immersing yourself when it comes to playing games like this. And you have to wonder, how different would this be if the elements would actually be there, if it actually was able to rain like it's not right now, or if there were, you know, potential for rescue, which there's not in this game. There's not going to be another boat that comes by or another plane or something that you could possibly signal to. Otherwise, I already have a flare and I'd be all set. No, that doesn't happen here. We're just kind of stranded, truly stranded. There's no hope. So how different would it be if there was hope? Can't help but think about stuff like this. Damn, we have a lot of lashings. See if we ever need this many lashings. I might have gone a little overboard on the yucca plants here, but this is all yucca plants are used for. So, I mean, I might as well get them regrowing, right? Get all the resources cleared up, and then just kind of, you know, have at it. Why wouldn't I? And 2 more somewhere. I think it's on the pile already, actually. No, come on. Inventory. Thank you. Nope. So there's just all of this here. So let's see about making stuff that's... Oh, I'll throw these in here, too. Is that enough lashings for us? Do you think so? Let's see about making some water collectors, because that's pretty important to do early on, right? A water still. So this is going to collect rainwater, which currently doesn't actually exist in the game. It's simulated so that this will work. This still will work, but it's not like you can't see it. But that's okay. I mean, like, I will always forgive early access games for having elements missing that they really should have. Because I think that's the warning you buy the game with. You buy the game knowing that it's early access, and you can't really expect anything other than, well, this is incomplete. And oh, Plank. That's pretty cool. And honestly, I'm still very excited to play this game. There's still lots of stuff about this game that I'm excited to do and to see. It's just not everything is here yet. And the yet is the key word. I mean, obviously, I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to come back to this someday in the future when there's a bit more going on. And I'm going to play it again. And that's kind of the exciting about early access games, isn't it? Is you get to see the game in a later state and think, man, I remember when it didn't have this or that. Well, now it fucking does. And it's great. I need some more rocks to make another sill, but I keep just finding like corrugated scrap, and these driftwoods are just kind of standing up. We should really pick one of these up. Come here. We're going to take this over to the fire, because we don't want to use our regular wood, right? We don't want to use regular wood sticks that we could use for just about everything else. No, what we want to do is we want to bring this over to our fire pit, wherever the hell we left our fire. Well, by the way, we're running with the driftwood log right now. Just want to point that out. And we're just going to leave that right there for now. That'll be our firewood, pretty much. Driftwood's kind of just like good for firewood, and that's about it. Some more rocks. That's good. This island's kind of sparse for rocks, and obviously rocks are not typically renewable resource. I'm not sure if that's anything in the game, like maybe you just find more rocks on the beach. Because in terms of video games, you can't really just have a resource not be unlimited in some way, in some like really rare or obscure way. There's not very many ways that I can imagine a game getting away with something like that. But I mean, rocks are plentiful. As long as the resource is really plentiful, I guess it could be non-renewable. I don't know. Maybe I'm just sticking holes in it. Crabs. I don't really... Actually, I am kind of hungry. I'm going to get hungry by the time this crab's done cooking anyway. So let's go ahead and knife us a crab. Bam. Thank you. And we'll stick that on the fire and have that cook. Hope is just sitting here. We're gonna get back to that eventually. We'll get back to as soon as everything's set up as best as I can on our main island. We'll get everything set up and get back in our life raft, our hope raft, and we will whisk ourselves away to another fantastical adventure. So let's go ahead and light this. And then we'll take, not the rock, take the crab, and we'll just put that right on there. That's gonna be good. Look at the fucking effects. That's kind of broken. That's probably just my settings. I don't know what's happened. I've had to upgrade to Windows 10, and I think it fucked with some of my settings. Damn shame. I wasn't ready for that, and Windows did it anyway, but, you know, that's neither here nor there. Well, it's there, but it's not here, and we're not here, so... What? You heard what I said. Okay, so we have 2 stills now, and that should be good. I feel like I can make another one. I'm pretty sure I have another bucket. And we can always use coconuts to transfer the water. So I don't have to worry about the fact that I don't have a bucket to actually use these things. It won't be very convenient, but hey, at least we'll have like good amount of water, right? Okay, so we still also all this shit. You throw out here, I think, just like right over this side. Corrugated scrap, that's good. And we have some more sticks and rocks and shit to throw over here. So I think we're good to make our second tool, which is going to be pretty useful. And it's going to be an axe. So let's go ahead and make a stone tool. Put that down right there. And we'll make an axe, which requires one more stone tool, which we can't make because I don't have enough rocks. Oh, wait, I do. Just enough. Okay, cool. That was my bad. Bam. Now we got a crude axe and go with our crude knife. See, this is what I was talking about. Humans just kind of surviving out here. We're smart enough to know how to make an axe, or at least this guy is. I don't know if I'd be that good at making an axe. But we're smart enough to like collect these resources and use them for this, that, and the other thing. And it's quite a beautiful thing to see in like video games where you just kind of do this stuff. I am a big fan of video games doing this kind of thing. Oh, I think the sun's coming up. That's a beautiful sight to see in this game. I think that'll be the end of this episode. When the sun comes up, we'll take a good look at that. What time is it actually? We can just check the clock. Oh, not even close. Okay. Well, we'll keep going for a little while. I don't mind. I like this game. I like the starts of these games especially. They get a little boring when it comes down to just like raw survival and stuff, and I find myself losing interest. But I really like getting stuff set up and just kind of building and seeing what I can do. When the game gets a little too monotonous for me, I try to find something to keep it interesting, which is probably going to be the case for this Let's Play. I might like go out and like search for wrecks to try to make other kinds of shit, and you know, eventually, I mean, the game doesn't have an ending, so I mean, we'll have to make an ending, whether that's me dying or me just getting bored. We'll find a way to end. But right now, for now, this is great. This is good. We'll keep going for a minute. Let's go ahead and climb this tree and see if there's coconuts up there, because that'd be useful. Do I have inventory? I do. And there is coconuts up here. At least a coconut. Another one, maybe? Yep. Got at least 2 coconuts. That'll be good. That'll be good for food while the crab is cooking. Speaking of which, where's that happening? That's happening over there. So cutting down palm trees is an option, and you kind of need to do it at least once to get palm fronds to make a shelter or a bed. But it's not something you should do very often because they're pretty useful. Is that cooked? No, it's not cooked yet. So let's go ahead and set these down. It's pretty interesting how you get the coconuts to do what you need them to do. Just kind of set them down, and then you actually just go about and smash it with your fucking axe. Now it's drinkable. And once we drink out of the coconut, you'll be able to then put it back down. How do I use this? Have I used it? I think I did. Put that down. Okay, I definitely did. And now we'll be able to put our axe back out, and we're going to use it a second time. We're going to break it again. You can hear it beating, and bam, we get coconut halves, and you can eat those. Ah. Talk about a really good resource, right? Eat a couple of these, take a look. Oh, our hunger's full, our water's pretty high. That's pretty good. Now let's find a short palm tree, one that'll be a little less useful. We'll hang on to these just because we're gonna get hungry eventually. Coconuts don't really go bad either. Oh, but here we go. Oh man, there's more up here. I think I'm gonna leave that tree there, just because I guess it doesn't matter how short the tree is, which means if you're gonna cut down a tree, you might as well cut down the big one. You know, that way you get a bunch of wood. So let's go ahead and do that. No, don't climb it. Hit it with your axe, with your crude axe. So this kind of appeals to my. I'm not Canadian, but I'm very northern Michigander, and this kind of appeals to that. Hello? Why have I stopped swinging? I can't open my inventory or anything either. Game, hello? Oh, what happened? Resume? Oh, that fixed it. Whatever the hell that problem was. Early access bugs. Oh, I wonder if I was even hitting it before. It doesn't seem like it now. Now I know I'm hitting it. Hello? Oh! What the did I just get a free log out of it? Oh, we're just dragging this whole tree over to our fire. Don't worry about it. I think we'll start to craft a shelter today. Or at least we'll try and get like the basic tent thing set up. It's like a basic shelter that you could save and sleep in. Which is obviously something I want to do before we end off. So let's go ahead and go up to the head of this thing and just kind of hit the top a couple times, and we'll pop the fronds off, and then we'll be able to make a shelter lickety-split. So I am curious as to how long I could survive in this game. I feel like it could be indefinite, especially with just considering how easy it is to... I mean, you just have like your basic resource needs, and it's really easy to just kind of make those replenishing and then just stay on top of them. There's nothing overly difficult about all that. So we have this. And I wouldn't want to set this up like too close to a fire, but I also wouldn't want to set it too far away because you want to be warm, right? So let's set it up like here, I guess. That way we'd be like warm, and we could, I mean, we could like sit in the light if we wanted to instead of like crying. Cook crab. I can't destroy it with something attached. Can I get the crab off? Do I have to stop the fire? Okay. Can I, what the hell? Can I not? Okay. Oh, here comes the sun. Where is it? Over here. Ah. Oh. We're sitting here with our disgusting crab. Mmm. I don't like crab, but I mean, it's a video game. And look at this. The sun rises. We've just built our shelter. We're doing it. We're gonna do it. I'm hopeful, you guys. That's why I named my raft Hope, because I'm so fucking hopeful. We're gonna fucking die out here, aren't we? Oh well. At least we go out swinging, huh? My name is Exeore, and I will see you all in the next episode. Hey everyone, thank you for watching this video. If you liked what you saw, please remember to leave a like or comment. Everyone helps out a ton. Alternatively, if you didn't like this video, feel free to leave a dislike, because that could be helpful too. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to head over to our channel for other videos we've done, and subscribe to be alerted whenever we post new ones. Hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye!